Today I'm going to talk about the BBBE carnivore diet. It stands for beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. You see, beef is the basis of any sort of carnivore diet. Even the most selective one, typically used for autoimmunity, is based on beef, is based on ruminant meats, including from cows. Then we might go for butter. You see, personally, I would recommend that instead of going for butter, you go for beef fat, buying trimmings in the butcher. Why? Butter has two problems. One, it might be enough if you cannot get the raw version of it to give you some issues in your skin because it's pasteurized dairy. And the second is because it is dairy, even though it might not have the lactose or might not have most of the casein, it still messes up with your hunger signals, not only just for food but also for sex, meaning if you are willing to feel a natural, stable craving for sexual intercourse that is based on smells, on pheromones of your partner and fertility and natural cycles, then butter will take you out of that natural environment, stimulating you to have libido all the time because you're consuming it. After you consuming it, it will stay for at least half a day within you, the effects of the MCT, medium chain triglyceride fats, that will make you artificially horny. What about bacon? From my personal experience with my own joints, I would say that chicken or any other sort of poultry will be always better than pork. And I mean commercial versions. Because pork might actually be the healthiest meat on the world if you can get it naturally fed from a natural environment. Nowadays, even if you get some wild boar but that lives close to civilization and eats a lot of artificial things, including GMO corn, maybe it's not so ideal because they cannot filter out things as well as beef. So what about eggs? Eggs come from chicken or any other sort of poultry, and depending on the diet of the chicken, depending on if it's pasture raised or not, it might be more or less inflammatory. But please note that the egg clear is more or less non-ideal because it has anti-nutrients. If you go just for the yolk, you might actually feel kind of okay, but always remember that anything that is not ruminant meats, and this can include cow, sheep, goat, elk, deer, bison, etc., reindeer, it will have a potential for you having a sensitivity to it. The only alternative to beef will, that if you are very severely autoimmune, will be non-farmed fish. Why? Because if there is a fish that is non-farmed, you cannot possibly have antibodies, meaning inflammation, when you eat it because you never ate an unhealthy version of it. So yeah, if you feel fine, and you should try the BBBE or any other sort of version of the carnivore diet, stick to it, continue it. But if you tried it and you don't like so much the way you feel with bacon or pork commercially, or with butter, or even with the eggs, yeah, I would say stick with the beef. Beef is fine. Beef works extremely well for a lot of people, and you can just go here. If you want to consume eggs, just consume the yolk if you want to feel kind of better. And if you want to consume a third type of flavor, instead of going for bacon or pork, I would suggest you go instead for poultry and fish, as this might be easier on your system, but you try out. This is just a theory. Thank you for watching.